What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, okay? If this is your first video, I post every Thursday, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the like button, and hey, let's do a challenge, okay? I saw Trend Black do this challenge, and I think it worked for him, so I'm gonna ask you guys to do this challenge with me, okay? Now, watch this whole video, okay? Just stick through it, okay? And if you don't watch it, just leave it open. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But watch the whole thing, okay? So, I'm challenging you to help me out, It's gonna help so much, So watch the whole video, leave a like, and just watch. Magic in the making. I promise you, it's the YouTube algorithm. Just leave it open and go do something else. Go make some dinner, go make some food. Let your computer watch my video. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. Anyways, you guys clicked on this video because you want to see my computer science degree in however many minutes. I'm not sure how many minutes it's gonna be, but we're gonna go through my computer science degree. Okay, but to think about it, I'm not done yet. I'm still in college. And in fact, I'm barely am getting my associate. So with that being said, I am at a community college right now. I'm not at a big 4-year, so it is a drawback. So actually, this is my associates in computer science degree, or my associates for transfer in computer science. Now, I am in California. I'm at a California community college, and I'm planning to transfer in the fall. And I'm going to be showing you guys all of the classes I've taken up to this point that have prepared me to transfer to a UC in the fall of 2021. Okay? Because who doesn't want to know what classes I'm taking? Oh, can you guys see my legs? Oh, God. Oh, God. No, I don't think you guys can see my legs. Let me scoot up if you can. Okay. This is good. Hopefully you can't see my legs because that would be awkward. That would ruin the shot. I set up this perfect shot. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go into my associates for transfer in computer science degree. Now I say for transfer because if you're just getting an associate's in computer science, it's pretty easy. It doesn't require any math from what I looked at, but you don't want an associate's. Nobody wants an associate's. I'm only getting an associate's because I went to community college first, and now I'm gonna go to a 4-year university. But if you didn't go to a community college first, you won't be getting associates. It doesn't matter if you get one. Anyways, now let's talk about it. Let's talk about the associate for transfer in computer science. What kind of classes am I taking? Well, let me start at the beginning of my semester. Now, I was gonna pull it up on my computer and we could go through it there, but I'm scared of people zooming in and seeing too much information. So I'm gonna pull it up on my iPad. That's why I have it here today. Okay, I got it pulled up. Take a look at all of the classes I've taken. Okay, but keep in mind, when I first started community college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. In fact, I was a business major. I wasn't even related to computers at all. And on top of that, I was a bad student in high school. I was horrible. I graduated with maybe a 2.5 or lower. And yeah, that's gonna show when you are looking at some of the college classes I have taken. And that's because I got placed in a lot of remedial stuff, I really got placed in the bottom math class. I got placed in the bottom English class. So with that being said, I have been at this community college for a long time, okay? But I'm determined, just like you should be if you want this degree, okay? So let's look at my first semester. We have Introduction to Business. I got an A in that. Intro to College Writing. I got a B. Elementary Algebra. I got an A. I should get an A in that, but I actually was tested into elementary algebra. When I graduated high school, I couldn't solve any kind of mathematical equation. So, I'm proud. I'm proud that I was able to come back. We'll get into that. And then Introduction to Sociology, and I got a B in that. I blame these B's on me not knowing what I wanted to do with my life yet. I know what I'm gonna do with my life. I have passion, I'm determined. And yeah, so that's my first semester. I took a business class. I did my remedial college writing class. I did some elementary algebra, that they'd be doing in elementary. And then I took a sociology class. Also, that sociology class was so weird. I had a racist professor and she was really intimidating. Nobody answered questions or asked questions because everybody was so scared in that class. Let's look at my second semester. I took Fundamentals of Public Speaking. It's a communication class. It's required to transfer out of a community college to a UC. I got an A in that. Now my first computer science class. Yes, I changed my major and I finally became a computer science major my second semester. And I took Introduction to Computing and I got an A in that. And let me tell you, that class is so boring. It was so boring. No programming at all. It was no programming. The only thing it taught us was like how to convert stuff into binary hex and the basic stuff about computers. We did a tiny little smidge project in HTML. But that class was so boring. It was so boring. Anyways, it was really boring. Okay, my next one was Introduction to Composition. This is a college writing class. This is your very first entry-level college writing class that you should probably be taking. I got an A in that. And then Intermediate Algebra. I would compare this to just like Algebra 1, just Algebra 1. And I got an A in that too. So, you know, yeah, somehow, Intro to College Writing I got a B in. And, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, but I found out what I wanted to do. Got an A in my English writing class. Let's go. And I found out what I wanted to do, and I got an A in my college writing class. So have passion, and you can do it. Next up, this is my summer semester. I did take classes in the summertime because I'm trying to get out of here ASAP. I'm trying to get it done. So I took human development, more general education kind of stuff. It was all right. The funny thing about it is we're supposed to talk about the whole development throughout a human's life, you know, from childhood to a toddler, or from infant, from being an, you know, I don't even know how to grow up. I guess from being an infant, being a toddler, being a child, teenager, you know, we were supposed to go through all of that all the way up to being a grandparent. And, you know, my professor just didn't do that good at keeping up with the curriculum. And I think we ended at like being a child. We definitely did not get to being a teenager, and I think we barely finished like finding out about a toddler and how it develops. So with that being said, that was a pretty boring class. Anyways, next up, college algebra. As you can see, I'm taking math every single semester. And that's because I was so behind in high school, but you know, I'm sticking to it. This was college algebra. It was in the summertime too. So in the summer, courses are shorter. Typically they are 16 weeks, but in the summertime, they are 8 weeks. So it's double time, you know, going twice as fast. But college algebra got an A. I was proud of that because as I was saying, I really knew nothing about math when I came to college, and I knew I needed to build a strong foundation if I was going to be successful in higher math classes. So I'm happy I started at the bottom because it really gave me a strong foundation to keep going today. So college algebra got an A in that. Next up, fall, I took art appreciation, more general education stuff. It was extremely boring. It was boring. It was pretty bad. Got an A in it though. Introduction to biology. That class was all right. I find biology to be so hard. It's so hard. It's like memorization of random stuff. Like, I don't know anything, you know. I only know the one thing, okay? The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's all I know. And I know chloroplasts are a green thing. And I know, what else did I learn from it? And I learned about RNA and DNA and them. I don't know, okay? It was a hard class, but I got an A in that one. I worked for that A, and I got a lot of extra credit. Shout out to you. Oh, my first programming class. This is my first programming class coming up. Is Programming Concept / Methods 1. We did Java in that class. It wasn't hard. It was easy programming, but the projects the professor had us do was so long. It was so long. Oh, so long. And basically, we just did Java. We learned about, you know, methods, variables, classes, just the typical stuff, like the foundations of programming, you know, functions and stuff. We didn't cover recursion. I think that's kind of where we left off. So, you know, at that level, that's where we kind of stopped. Oh, my cat. So yeah, we stopped at that level. We got to recursion. Programming Concepts and Methods 1. First programming class I took at Sierra. Beforehand, also just like a little background, I did teach myself a lot about programming before I took these classes. So it was, I didn't learn too much in them, and I can't tell you how difficult they were if you didn't know anything. Programming Concepts and Methods 1. This was my first programming class in college. I did know how to program beforehand, that I taught myself throughout winter break. But yeah, it was my first one. We did Java. We learned about classes, functions, variables, for loops, ifs, conditionals, switch statements, and at the very end, we did a little bit of recursion. So that's kind of where we stopped. You know, we got to that kind of difficulty and we kind of stopped there. So you can kind of pinpoint how much we learned in that class. It was fun. It was a lot of busy work, in my opinion. The labs were so long, extremely long. Anyways, going on, critical thinking and writing about literature. This is my second English class. This is the last English class you actually have to take in college, and it was not bad. You know, it's the dreaded English class that everybody thinks about, and you read novels and you write essays on these novels. I kind of think I'm pretty good at writing essays, pretty straight to the point. I have fine grammar, so I did get an A. Go me, you know. If you're watching this, my intro to college writing professor, how dare you give me a B? I'm coming back. I made a comeback, man, but whatever. So yeah, next up, trigonometry. Trigonometry. I don't know. Okay, I took trigonometry, and it was pretty, I took trigonometry. I think that class was pretty easy. My professor was really cool, and I was crushing in that class. You know, I was so motivated. I wanted wanted to know all the math. I wanted to know the math, you know, because I came from knowing nothing. So I mean, I ended that class with like 103% in a trigonometry class, which is like, I guess it's pretty cool. So I got an A in that. Now, next up, we have programming concepts and methods 2. Nice. Got an A in that. And that one, what did we even do in that one that was different than the first one? That class was so easy. Like, I had one of those professors that literally didn't like profess. It was so easy. I ended that class with like 99%, and he didn't give out any extra credit in that class. My trigonometry teacher actually gave out extra credit, so that makes sense that I got that high. But he didn't give out any extra credit, and I ended with 99%. That's just absurd. And with that being said, it was so easy. I don't know what I even did in that class. I don't know. Programming, just more programming in Java, you know, classes, for loops. I think we got to recursion. We did recursion. We did a bit of data structures. We did like a linked list, and I think we only did a linked list. Okay, yeah. So it was easy, not bad. And then next up, elementary. Japanese. Yep. So you need a language if you're going to be transferring to a UC. And if you took a language in high school, that counts. But as I was saying, I was not a good high school student. So I had to take a language class in college. And I didn't want to do Spanish just because I wanted to learn something that was actually interesting to me. And, you know, me, I like watching anime, you know. Don't judge me, you know, but I like watching anime. So I took a Japanese class. It was really interesting, and I think that language is so cool. I really want to learn more in the future, and I'm sad that I'm not making time. You know, I definitely could be learning it right now, but it's not my top priority. So elementary Japanese level 1. Pretty cool. Can I say anything? Can I say anything? No, I can't. I'm gonna sound like an idiot if I say anything. Oh my. Like, I have like, oh, it's so cringy when you hear other people speak a language they don't speak. It's so cringy. So I'll save you guys that embarrassment. I'm not saying nothing. All right, next up, calculus. Yes. Oh yeah. So I'll save you guys that. Got an A in Japanese, so that was cool. Now next up, calculus. Finally, a worthy opponent. Just kidding. I started at the bottom. I was so excited to get to calculus. I was like, yes, calculus. I'm learning cool math. Yeah. Pick up all the ladies. Oh, hey lady. Can I be your derivative? Because I want to lay tangent to your curves. Just kidding, that was really cringy. Anyways, yeah, I took calculus. I was so happy to finally be in like a cool math class, you know, kind of difficult. And yeah, that was awesome. All of these classes right now, my spring semester right here, all of this took place during COVID. So this is when COVID first happened. So yeah, made it a little bit harder, but I pulled through. I still got an A in calculus. Let's go. Next up, prep for calc-based physics. Yeah, as the name suggests, it wasn't that great. It was basically, let me fully say the name without any kind of acronym, preparation for calculus-based physics. You know, it is a remedial class, and I took physics in high school and got an F. But yeah, so I had to take this class to get ready for the next physics class I took. And I had to take this class to get ready for the next physics class I was going to take, which I took this semester, so I just wrapped up with that. But yeah, so prep for calc-based physics, kind of kinematic stuff, you know, like a ball rolling, or what else do we do? Like, if this is moving that fast and this is moving that fast at different velocities, when will they meet each other? That kind of stuff. Now, we didn't do any kind of calculus, so it kind of made the class more difficult, because calculus does kind of make stuff less difficult. But this class definitely was not as difficult as my next physics class. But yeah, you know, sometimes calculus is helpful. Anyways, I got an A in that. Next up, we got, now summer 2020, we got cultural anthropology and more general education. It was not bad. I took it online. It was really easy, actually. I'm not sure what I did. I think I watched a few videos and did like discussion posts and stuff. That's it. I got an A in it. It was really easy. Oof. Okay, now I know what you guys are thinking. This next one, history of the U.S. to 1877. Like, oh, that's gonna be easy. It's online. You know, history it's on the internet. No. That class was hard. It was hard. I had to work for this A. I had to work. I read textbooks all week long. You know, we got assigned like 40 pages in a dang textbook, and we got a quiz on it that same week. Because once again, courses in the summer are much quicker. That class was a pain. I read so much history, but I learned a lot, and it was actually really interesting. So it was pretty cool that way. You know, we learned about Jamestown. We learned about basically the starting of America and where we came from, all the land that we stole. Just kidding, we didn't. Anyway, I don't know. Don't attack me. Don't attack me. I don't know anything. Okay, I just took this class. I don't know. Anyways, now fall 2020. currently. What am I taking? What did I take? Okay, well, I don't really have anything that pop up on the screen because my transcripts are still in the making, but we just got done with finals, and I know what my grades are going to be, and they're going to be posted soon, so I'm going to just talk about them. I'll show out like maybe something so you guys can get an idea, but yeah. Now, first up, my 2 easy classes. These are already in my transcript because they were only 8 weeks, and it was supposed to be 16 weeks, but they were shorter classes, so they already got put in my transcript. It was weight training, got an A in that. Yeah, who would have thought I would have gotten an A in weight training online? I don't know. I think everybody, because how do you do weight training online? I don't know. This was just this wasn't really even general ed. I just needed more units to like fulfill being a student and stuff. So yeah, I took that, and I took fundamentals of yoga, got an A in that one too. And this class was actually a pain. Okay, it was only a pain because the professor had no idea how to do anything online. I constantly had to email her, what is my grade at? Am I doing okay? I promise you, I'm doing yoga every day. I wake up and I do yoga. I go to bed and I do yoga. Please give me a good grade. And it was so hard because like her due dates were not actually her due dates, they were beforehand, or her due dates got shifted. It was terrible and it was really hard to follow. But I kind of thought if I just keep emailing her nonstop and showing her I'm trying hard, I'm a good student, she'll give me an A. I got an A. I had to fight for that. I had to fight for that A in yoga. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of the end of my transcripts, but I know the classes I'm taking right now, and I'll talk about the classes I'm taking next semester, and that's going to wrap it up. That's going to be all of the classes I'm taking at community college. So this semester, I took discrete structures. It is it's kind of a, how would I explain it? It's just like math and like cryptography and hashing and regular expressions and, you know, probability, that kind of stuff in a computer class. We used Python. It was a pretty cool class. I really liked the labs and they were fun. I'll be getting an A in that one. I liked it. Next up, we had physics. We had physics 205, you know, this was physics of the kinematic with calculus. This class was hard. It was so hard. It was hard, you know. I also didn't have too much time to work on it, which is a bummer because I had to work and stuff. You know, my boss be getting busy. But yeah, it was a hard class. Got a B in that one. Darn it. It was my first B in forever. I'm bummed out, but it's whatever. So yeah, done with that class. Then next up, we had a lab. Now the lab and the physics class were 2 separate classes. So I had a physics lab and I had the physics class, and you received 2 separate grades for them. It doesn't matter anyways because I got a B in that one too. Freaking hard. If you're gonna take physics, let me give you a tip right now. Watch your sig figs, okay? Your significant figures. They'll dock you points. And not just 1 point or 2 points. They docked me like 30 points on my first lab because I kept messing up on sig figs. Whatever. So B in physics and B in the lab for physics. Got an A in discrete structures, and all those like PE classes got an A in. And then my last one, and it was calculus 2. Yeah, it was, got an A in it, so that's good. Not sure how I feel about it, but I got an A. So what's up? Now, let's talk about my next semester. So springtime, what am I going to be taking in the springtime that's going to finish up all of my requirements to transfer? And you know what? That's going to be calculus 3. I'm going to be taking calculus 3 next semester. I'm going to be taking physics 210, which is electricity and magnetism next semester. And then I'm going to be taking a lab for that physics class, which is a different class again, 2 separate grades. And then I'm going to be taking data structures, and it's going to be a class in C++. So a data structures class in C++, that should be fun. And then I'll be taking assembly language. I think assembly language will be fun. I have this professor for my second programming class, and as I was saying, he doesn't really profess. I don't really have high hopes for this class, kind of just a easy A. Is that bad? You know, I hope I learned something too, but it's business. I need this A, so let's go. So assembly language, I don't know what to expect out of that class. I think I'll just be maybe like writing code in assembly language, or just, I don't know. I'll let you guys know. So if you're watching this in the future, if you're watching this in springtime already, ask me how assembly language is going. I'll let you know, but as of right now, I'm not sure how it's going. Tyler, how's assembly language going? I'll probably watch this video and be like, bro, it sucks. It sucks, bro. I'm dying. But I hope it's not bad. Anyways, yeah. And then I'll be taking, so I got physics, calculus, data structures, assembly language, oh, and photography. My last general education requirement, photography. You know, I need that art class, and what can I say? I'm a photographer. I photograph. I'm a photographer. Yeah. So, I mean, that's basically all of the classes I've taken to get my associates in science for transfer in computer science. Yeah, it's been a long road. I really, really, really am happy that I am halfway done. I spent 3 years at community college. You should only be spending 2. But I was behind. And I'm almost done. So, yeah, I'll be transferring. And I'm happy. I'm happy, man. You know, work hard. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is where you end. Thank you. If you made it this far, subscribe. Leave a like, and I post every Thursday. So check back next week or go watch last week's video. Thank you, and goodbye.